because we have moved into an environment where our children are victims of what we call cultural genocide. We talked about it in Black Men Obsolete and Dangerous, but it didn't get through the World Health Organization. Instead of inoculating these people for smallpox, put AIDS inside of them. Sent it out into the world. They had been looking for years for something that would penetrate the immune system. Now you find 1 out of every 4 Black men and 1 out of every 5 Black women are victims of HIV.
True. And check this out. True. When your man come back from the pen, ladies, and you think he's a straight man, he may be a straight man, but let me just go into the genocidal conduct that's transpired in prison systems with minorities. I just left the pen. Right now, they just passed a law that HIV positive men and Indians with long hair cannot be discriminated against any longer. So now you can grow your hair in the pen, but because we had yards where it was no bloodborne transfusion disease or anything that could kill you, now the population has nothing but HIV, hepatitis, and the main population because they were getting discriminated against, and the Supreme Court said they could be housed with regular people. Now your bunkie may be hepatitis C, and he a rider though. So y'all might argue over something small and it turned into something. Now you gotta hit this fool, he ain't telling you he HIV positive, you feel me, X-1? So now when you go home, when you shave it at the sink, and this dude just got through shaving at the sink, and he bleeding on the sink, and you come over, and now you just come and wash your hands after working out in the yard. You don't know because it's wiped away. You think it's dry, but it can be traces of what he just wiped away 5 minutes ago. Right there, hepatitis lives 48 days on a wet surface outside of anything. It'll live on a surface for 48 days. Go ask a doctor. So HIV dies much quicker in 24 hours, but still, we expose to that every single day. I go brush my teeth. I don't know if it's blood over here where I just finna brush my teeth. I'm finna go shave my face with a razor and tap into this sink. I don't know what it is. Now you tell me what that is. So that's sending our 18-year-olds that just go to the pen, they got 2-year sentence, right back to the streets. When they come back, they all got hepatitis. Talking about, how do I get hepatitis? All right, HIV. He said, I don't know how you got HIV. Whoops, man. So it's some death out here. And cats on the block, they ain't tripping. They selling dope. They getting their money. And they going to the pen. They not even tripping on. By the time they do, they put in their little work. By the time they pop this cat, when they go back to the pen, there's going to be so many things against them to destroy them. It ain't going to even be about fighting in the pen. It's going to be about how to stay alive medically. It's so miserable in prison. The worst thing in prison right now is not violence. It's not violence. It's the sickness and the death and the misery in prison right now. And that's where our children is headed to. That's where up the way and down the way kids is headed to right now.
Period.
That's where Page Street kids is headed to.
That's where they headed to.
The kids call Fillmore Little Baghdad. Now, we already know the history of Baghdad and the Muslims and that whole science of Shiites and Sunnis. So here these are children that got guns bigger than the police that have decided they would like to pop 7 or 8 pills